So I've got some tweets from conservatives to read.
Oh yay!
Ben Shapiro about but yeah, the law was vetoed, so it didn't go into effect. The fact that it even exists and they were trying to get it going is just fucking absurd. But here's what Ben Shapiro said. Not sure what the GOP stands for when it stands against religious freedom out of pure political correctness.
Out of pure political correctness.
Oh yeah, let's be politically correct and give everyone equal rights.
That's so wrong.
They're against religious freedom. They're against our freedom to persecute other people. If this is a law against, okay, somebody says, you black people, you can't eat in my restaurant because it's against whatever religion I have. To serve black people.
That's kind of what happened in Remember the Titans.
Do you guys not remember how people used to not have rights? Come the fuck on. It wasn't that long ago. I know it was before I was born, but I've been told about it by everybody my whole life.
Luckily, women and
we have a day devoted to
we
have a day devoted to Martin Luther King Jr. Like, do you not fucking know this? We have a whole month, Black History Month. February was Black History Month. All you have to do is fucking turn on the TV and you'll see something about what was going on back then. I mean, I don't understand how people are wanting to go... Obviously we don't hate black people. We just hate gays.
Well, I'm wondering if it'll eventually come to the point where there'll be, because there's white guilt now. That, because there's so much racism that went on in the past that now white people can't call other people out on their bullshit regardless of because of their race. I wonder if that's going to happen with gay people. Straight guilt.
That better fucking happen soon.
Like, we can't not watch, Bridal Shower tomorrow because, we wouldn't want to be discriminatory between that guy fixing up that wedding. We don't want to be homophobic. I mean, I'm wondering if that's going to become... And, you know what? They deserve white guilt, and we deserve straight guilt because it's ridiculous how we treat people. And eventually, that shit's not going to matter. But, it's ridiculous.
I remember somebody was saying, like, are you going to force, you're forcing us to make cakes for gay people. Like, I imagine, if you're that homophobic, a gay person's not going to go to you anyways, but say that they do. Then they said, are you going to force a Jew to make a cake for a Nazi convention? Like, for one, Nazis are going to get together, have a convention, and say, you know what, we need a cake for this,
Let's go to the Jews and get one.
Let's go to Goldstein's bakery. I heard they got, really? Nazis are going to go, okay, whatever. Totally not even close to the same thing, but, I mean...
And the Jew wouldn't care, he'd be making a ton of money.
Yeah, the Jewish person wouldn't care.
He's like, yeah, I'll make you guys a cake. Fuck you.
Like, guys, that happened 70 years ago.
They ask for chocolate, he gives them vanilla.
Like he puts a little...
Actually, they would ask for vanilla, and he would give them chocolate.
True.
Or butterscotch, just to piss them off. Oh, shit.
I don't know. It's just really stupid. Okay, here's another tweet from Todd Starnes. Says, Arizona Governor Jan Brewer makes Christians in her state second-class citizens.
Okay. I love how white Christians can cry fucking second-class citizens when they've had the fucking power for the past 200 years in this fucking country.
Here's the thing. Does it make you a second-class citizen to not be allowed to discriminate against others? Or does it make you a second-class citizen to be discriminated against?
It makes you a second-class citizen if you once had power and now you're on an
and now they're
playing
taking
field.
it away.
And now they're taking away your unbalanced
We're
power.
second-class citizens now because we have to be equal to everyone else.
We should make laws inhibiting these assholes from doing things. Imagine how they would feel if they were discriminated against constantly.
They actually are not being discriminated against.
Oh, yeah,
and they're crying that they're getting discriminated against.
Dang atheists, man. They're discriminating against us.
Okay, we'll go back to the Uganda thing. What if it was not gay people getting thrown in jail, but if it was you were Christian?
Yeah.
How infuriated would these fucking Fox News
like
people
the people
be?
in South Park. Rabble, 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 rabble.
They would all be gathering in the middle of town with pitchforks. Rabble, 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 we gotta stop this injustice. But, if it's someone you don't agree with, well, fuck them. Let them die. Let them go to prison. I don't care. But if it's someone who fucking agrees with your point of view,
then you're all suddenly you're for equal rights. Then
well,
you're for your rights and your people's rights. You're not for equal rights.
You fucking cunt bag.
Okay, next one. Let's see, where is it? Right here. John Nolte says CNN led a full-court media press to take away rights of Christians. Just the beginning, using tolerance as a weapon against us. Wake up.
Using tolerance as a weapon. Tolerance is not a fucking weapon.
Tolerance is like a shield against your fucking stupidity of weapon.
Tolerance is a defense.
Yeah.
It's not an attack. It's a defense.
Hell, tolerance is just a decent thing to use as a human being for other human beings so you can live in harmony with each other. Tolerance is just like... Tolerance is like a no-brainer, obvious...
Isn't that what Jesus preached, was tolerance?
Yep. Love your fellow man. You guys are all into Jesus and his teachings and fucking follow what you fucking preach. God. I just love how the Christians think their rights are being taken away. Like, fucking, oh my God, do what I said and look in a mirror. If you discriminate against others and deny things for them, pass laws that can make people discriminated against, that's not progress. That's regressing back into the old times when, like, people weren't equal.
Yeah.
These laws that they're trying to pass, this particular law, is taking away equality.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, these people probably wouldn't be thinking that they're under attack if it wasn't for Fox News. Because Jon Stewart pointed this out, and he showed like a 30-second clip from like the past 2 to 3 years of Fox News saying, Christians are under attack! War on Christmas! War against Christians! Christians are under fire! And it's 30 seconds of every single one of Fox News's main people sitting there saying Christians are under attack. You keep hearing that from one of the quote-unquote most trusted sources of news, you're going to start to fucking believe it. And it's ridiculous that they call themselves fair and balanced.
Yeah, like, in what way is Christianity under attack? They have the majority of the population. They have the majority, like, every president's been Christian. They have the majority of Congress. You can't even get elected into a high office if you're an atheist.
No.
There's no fucking chance.
No.
You can't get into a position of power if you're an atheist.
No.
President, you're not going to get elected if you're not a Christian.
I guarantee.
There's no way.
I don't guarantee this, but I have a feeling if you were to run for president and you're, I'm Christian, you get your first term, Christian, second term, you got elected. Oh, guys, I meant to tell you that I'm not Christian, I'm actually atheist, and I've been running this country for the past 4 years. What are you going to do about it now? I can't get elected again, so boom, bitch. You might be assassinated. Because there are some crazy fucking Christians.
They'll try to impeach you. They won't, even if you've done a shit ton of good things.
Because
even if you're
an atheist, they will think you're the Antichrist, and there will be some crazy nutter that will try to come kill you.
Even if you've decreased the deficit by trillions of dollars, even if you've signed peace treaties and gotten all our troops back home, and if you've ended all these wars we're in, no matter what good deeds you do, if you come out and say you're an atheist, all of that goes out the window.
Yep, you're fucked.
And the Christians are the ones being persecuted against.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, me or you cannot hold public office.
No, there's no way.
It's just impossible. And one thing I can't stand that the Christians are saying now, or Fox News, is how good of a fucking president Reagan was. Reagan was a shit president. He's the whole reason that there's war on drugs. The whole reason marijuana is a class 1 drug, or class A, or whatever it is, up there.
Isn't that the most severe?
Most severe, and heroin and cocaine are class 2, which is, marijuana is worse than heroin, cocaine. I think meth and marijuana are the only 2 street drugs that are up there in class 1. It's ridiculous. And Reagan had the whole war on drugs. You've heard of the rapper Rick Ross, right?
Yeah.
He actually stole his name from a actual kingpin drug dealer in Los Angeles in the 80s. And his name is Freeway Rick Ross. And that's where the rapper got his name. He stole it from him. and Freeway Rick Ross sold millions of dollars in cocaine. And what he didn't know is that he was working with this undercover CIA or FBI agent, and he was selling. He was getting the product from them, and he was selling it and giving the money back to them. And that undercover agent was giving all the money back to Reagan's administration, and they were giving it to the Iranian Contras. And so because Reagan wanted to fight a war over there in Iran, and they wouldn't let him. And so they started arming the rebels. Selling drugs, which he made illegal. He made them completely, war on drugs, that they're going after them. But his administration is going to be selling drugs to profit on a war that Congress told them not to get into. And when Reagan was asked about that, this is his exact quote: "I don't recall." Because Oliver North was the guy that was in the head of the operation, got busted and came out with it and said everything what was going on, and Reagan didn't even get impeached or nothing.
That's a pretty straightforward yes or no question answer. It's like, oh, I don't recall. I don't remember that.
I don't remember. I don't recall. And people want to say how good of a fucking president he was.
If you didn't fucking do it, say no. Don't say I don't recall. That's suspicious as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
But it just pisses me off that everyone glorifies Reagan as this good fucking president when he's ruined so much shit. Just because, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down them walls! That one fucking phrase from him, people think he was such a great fucking president. He was a fucking corporate douchebag like the rest of them. Okay, that rant's out of the way. Okay, what's the next quote?
Next one, the last one is from Jeremy W. Peters. Tony Perkins on Fox. Arizona veto was due to misinformation spread by the hired left. Who's going to protect the rights of Christians?
The hired left. Okay, John McCain's a hired left. Really? John fucking McCain is a hired left? This guy doesn't do any research on. He just they have these knee-jerk reactions and they just post whatever the fuck they feel like without looking into.
I think they have this feeling like if any sort of progression happens, then they have to be against it. Or if any sort of Christian discriminating against others is happening, they have to be on board and for it. I honestly think they're by now they're just mindless drones. It's just what it seems like. I really don't understand. I can't wrap my head around how people can think this way. Like they've never been introduced to logic in their life.
No, because
they have no idea what it is.
They get told all these things, all these lies about how questioning God's a sin and all this bullshit. And
simply asking questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions.
There's nothing
wrong with wanting to find answers and wanting to know the truth.
But
any God would realize this.
Well, he would kind of want that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would say,
"My door's always open." Wouldn't you have an open door policy?
If you ever need anything, come talk to me. Isn't that what God always wants you to pray to him? Like, talk to him.
He's got the worst open door
Tell him what's
policies.
going on in your life so he can try to help you. Isn't that what God wants? Doesn't he want you to ask questions and try to find him and have a relationship with him? Isn't that what your God wants? No. People say, oh, no, you just got to have faith and just believe it. Don't ask questions. Just fucking accept it and then treat everybody else who doesn't agree, treat them like shit. Because they deserve hell. I don't accept that at all. And I think it's about time for everybody else to open their fucking eyes and, realize what these beliefs are doing to the world.
Yeah.
Just fucking look around.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Because the bad far outweighs the good.
Yeah.
Oh, my church is really fun and they're all nice people. Yeah, cool. That's great. Apparently that can't happen without God. Apparently you can't have a community of people. You can't have friends and family. You can't have a group of people getting together and doing good things without God. That's just ridiculous. Then again, you flip it on its back and you see all these fucking bills and laws being passed all around the world for discriminating against other people for their nature, for who they are as people.
You know, America wants to be the leader for the world and everything. Why don't we try being the leader for fucking human rights? If we did that, that's one respectable thing than being the world's most superpower, the ones that can fucking destroy the most people. How about being the ones who change society forever for the good?
The world doesn't like... The majority of the world doesn't like us.
Because we're assholes.
They have good reason to not like us. If the U.S. could just fucking get their shit together and start trying to actually help people who need it.
Instead of just going in and kicking their ass and taking their drugs and taking their oil. Instead of doing that, start being fucking nice to people. Oh, you know, maybe we'd have more allies.
Maybe we wouldn't have all these people trying to get fucking nuclear weapons aimed at us.
But we start saying that, you know, then it's going to turn into New World Order. We want a one world government. And that bullshit.
Fuck it. If everybody has a good life and everybody's peaceful to one, I don't give a shit what kind of government we have. If everybody gets to live a good life.